Let us understand how can we fetch the data based on some condition like ID, based on ID or based on name, and based on some condition I need to fetch. How can I fetch? We will see. So for that, let me create a class here. Let me give the class name as fetch employees by name. Okay, we will fetch by name here. Entity manager dot. So what is the method here? So we need to use create query. So create query, and I'll pass the query. You can directly pass the query, or as you wish, you can store it in one variable and you can pass that variable also. So let me write the HQL query. So I need to fetch based on the name I need to fetch. So let me give here select. So generally how we will give where ID equals to or name equals to value we are going to provide, and in double quotes you can't provide here. So what you can do here when it comes to this situation, instead of adding directly the variable name, that is the column name, so we are going to use the alias. So now we are going to understand the importance of this alias. So anywhere you are using this table rows or any data, if you are using, you have to use this alias itself. So you can give any alias name here, remember that. So I want to fetch based on name. What I will do, e dot name equals to I'll provide, and I can provide directly the data, but I don't want to provide the data directly. So I need to fetch from the user. So everything, the data will be always dynamic data, right? So we are not going to give the data directly like giving in single quotes. So hello something, any name, we are not going to pass. Okay, so what I will do, I'll be giving question mark 1. So what is this question mark 1 here? This question mark 1 represent the placeholder. Means you can set this value by using this number here. We can provide any number, but according to standards, we will be using 1, 2, 3, like order wise, we are going to pass the numbers here. If you are having, you need to fetch based on ID also, name and ID. So what you can do here, and e dot id equals to, you can pass here question mark 2. Okay, it's your wish, and if you are having multiple data, and you can give e dot age equals to question mark and sorry 3, and same numbers you should never provide because conflict will happen. So that's why inside the query, so we have passed the HQL query into the create query method. So it will perform the operations. After performing, it will return query, and here we need to set the parameter query dot set parameter. So here we have to provide the position here. So what is the first position here? Number 1 we have provided. So for the first value we are going to pass. So let me pass my name itself. Okay, so I need to fetch the data which is having the, I need to fetch an employee object which is having the name as Karthik. If you want, you can directly provide name in the single quotes here. But I didn't pass the single quotes because the single quotes will pass with the help of query itself. Persistence will take care about that. So is there any Karthik? There is no Karthik. Let me take it as coder. Okay, so I set the parameter. Now I need to fetch the data, right? So how many datas we are going to fetch? So here there are multiple datas are there, but there is only one data which is having coder. If you are confirm, if you are sure that you are having one data with this particular data, okay, there is, it means like if you are providing id is unique, right? So always it will be a single data you are going to get, means a single object you are going to get. In that scenario, you can use a method called get single result. Okay, so this method will return whatever the object type is there, that object type. So we are using employee type object. Okay, when we will use this, and when you are using like this, you have to use the typecasting and all. Okay, when we will use this here, when you are sure that based on this name, we are having only one data. At the time only single result you can use. If for suppose the coder name having two datas in the table, okay, there are two persons having the name coder. So at that time it is going to throw exception. It will not allow that if multiple datas are there. It will be a conflict for the get single result. So if you are sure that you are going to get a single data, so you can use get single result, or else you can use as usual query dot get result list. So list. So if multiple data is there, as usual, you can use stream and for each system dot out and println method, so that next line it is going to be printed. So let me run this here. So we fetch the data having two. Okay, sorry, having name called coder. If I'm changing this name, so I'm making it as worker here now. So I'll be printing the data as worker details. What if I am providing something like there is no data? So let me print it now and check once. So it is not printing any data because there is no data at all. Okay, hope you guys got a clarity on this. So it means here there is an empty list we are going to fetch. Okay, and there is one more alternate way is there to write this HQL query when it comes with the query parameter. This is one way of writing HQL query. There is one another way is there, which is very easiest way, and while code readability will be more if you use that another way. So let me write that. So this is one way that adding sorry, fetching the data based on name. So I need to fetch based on age. Now I'll be giving the age. Okay, and if you observe here, question mark 1 we are giving means the placeholder 1 here. So we should not tell question mark 1, it's a placeholder 1. And if you are having multiple, so numbers will be there. If I want to fetch based on 10 condition datas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are giving the numbers, we may get confusion while setting the parameters. For that purpose, we are having an alternate solution for this. So instead of giving query parameters, we can give colon and we can give the name here. Okay, so actually any name we can provide, but according to the standard, the same variable name we are going to provide. Okay, so what it means, this is one placeholder. Now in the age place you can give any data here. Okay, it is same performs like the placeholder concept. So first what I will do, for the create query method, I will pass the HQL query and query dot, what I will do, sorry, execute not, set parameter. So here instead of int position and all, I'll be passing string name here. Okay, so what is here? Age. And what is the value we are providing here? Age is nothing but some 10, 10 data is there. Okay, 10 multiple data are there. Let me fetch for 10. We set the parameter here, and now we are going to write query dot get result list. So what it will return, a list of data, and here what we will do, entity, sorry, why entity manager, I need to iterate this loop, list dot stream dot for each of employee, right? Sorry, we need to match with println method, refer the println method. Okay, let us run this. Okay, so based on the name we are going to fetch the data. So now if you are having multiple datas also, you will get a clarity for which data we are setting the data here. And here you can provide any name, it's as your wish. If you are providing something different, you have to provide the same thing here and you can pass the data here.